Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. So डैनियल डेरोंडा बाय जॉर्ज एलियट, इसकी डिटेल समरी जो है वो स्टार्ट की हुई थी। 2 पार्ट में इसकी समरी है। पार्ट 1 जो है वो मैंने अपलोड कर दिया है, वो आप प्लीज़ चेक कर लीजिएगा। और सेकंड पार्ट है जो कि स्टार्ट होगा यहाँ से। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट टुडेज़ वीडियो। Gwendolyn tells her mother that she was going to refuse Grandcourt's proposal and that she plans to leave and join some of her friends in Dover. The plot shifts to Daniel Deronda and Mr. Hugo. Grandcourt and Lush also go to Leubrun, where they meet with Daniel and Mr. Hugo. They talk about Gwendolyn and Lush let it slip that Grandcourt wanted to marry her. Daniel, however, is not interested in marrying her at all and says that he would sooner run away from her. We find a few things about Daniel Deronda. He has been raised by Sir Hugo, and to that day, Daniel still has not found who his parents were. At one point, he even believed that he was Sir Hugo's illegitimate son. Daniel is Grandcourt's complete opposite. He is kind and wants to help those around him, even if that meant he was going to be at a disadvantage. For example, he helped a young girl named Mira. Daniel meets Mira one day when he was walking along the river Thames. He realizes that she is upset and that she plans to drown herself, so he convinces her not to do it and then takes her to some of his friends to take care of her. Mira is a young Jewish girl who used to travel with her father and work as a singer since she was young. Her father had a gambling problem, and because he accumulated a large debt, he planned to sell Mira to a European nobleman as a mistress. When Mira found about his plan, she ran away and searched for her family but was unable to find them. It was then when she tried to kill herself but was stopped by Daniel. Meanwhile, Gwendolyn returned to her family and finds them ruined. She tried to find work as a governess but then asked Lashmer for help, hoping that she will be able to make it as a singer or actress. So she decided to accept Grandcourt's marriage proposal despite her adversity towards marriage in general. Gwendolyn is unhappy in her marriage and constantly thinks about Lydia and her children. She starts to become rude towards Grandcourt, and Lush tells her details about Grandcourt's will and how she will receive little financial support if Grandcourt dies. Grandcourt blackmails Gwendolyn into going on a cruise with him on the Mediterranean Sea, and she is left with no other choice than to accept. During this time, Daniel becomes intrigued by Judaism and the Jewish community. He meets Mordecai in Frankfurt, and after a brief conversation with him, Daniel realizes that Mordecai is Mira's brother. Daniel reunites them, and shortly after, Sir Hugo tells Daniel that his birth mother wants to meet him. Daniel meets with his mother in Genoa, and he finds that his mother is dying. His mother reveals to him that he is Jewish and that he was raised by Sir Hugo because she was a singer, and Sir Hugo felt in love with her. Thinking that he will be able to provide a better life for him, she asked Sir Hugo to raise Daniel, and he accepted. When Daniel returns to London, he finds that Karen got drowned while he was off sailing, so he tried to comfort Gwendoline. He reveals to everyone his Jewish origins and then he proposed to Mira. She accepts to marry him and together they decide to try and carry on Mordecai's dream of creating a Jewish nation. आज जो है इसकी समरी कंप्लीट हो गई है डैनियल डेरोंडा की। 2 पार्ट में इसकी समरी है, आज कंप्लीट हो गया। ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़।